Guys, wanna hear my cat?
Dude, what are you doing?
FYI, if I sound different, my nose been clogging up all day and I've been coughing a lot. So yeah, guys, please help me. Please pray for me. Leave a like and you know. Okay, that's enough. One pun. Thank you. The show where the first season blew everyone's mind. It was a wide industry gathering of some of the best action animators and new gen animators, but season 2 had a studio change where there were a lot more inconsistencies and bad compositing because they only had 6 months to produce 12 episodes. They even had to make one of their shows, High Score Girl, full CG so they can have all the manpower in the studio, but they tried everything they had to make at least a good action animated show. Season 3 was announced, but where is it? It's been a year and 3 months, and we haven't gotten anything after that. I can't see anything. You know who can see it? KSI.
I am the one that can see John Cena.
The only official information that we have currently is this illustration drawn by Chikashi Kubota, and that probably confirms that Kubota is still going to be the character designer, regardless the team. People are saying that in the official One Punch Man website that it's going to be a different team working on it, but I don't see that anywhere. There's also this tweet a couple weeks ago confirming that it's MAPPA, but it's probably just to farm likes because he doesn't do any other leaks beside this one, so at least don't trust this one. This is just my predictions of what studio will pick it up. I know probably Pretentious has made a video like this. I was gonna make this video that time, but he already made a good video, so check it out. But it's been a couple of months, so yeah. Now, let's talk about some outcomes. Studio MAPPA. There has been leaks that MAPPA is going to pick this show up, and that's pretty likely. MAPPA is known to pick up most of the popular IPs and manga currently. The team that's been rumored to picking up season 3 is the Yuichiro Hayashi team / the Attack on Titan team. There is no way in hell that the Seshimo line / Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man team in MAPPA is doing it, because they're already working on tight deadlines, and there's rumors that Chainsaw Man's series or movie is going to air sometime next year, so I don't think that's going to happen. If you want raw animation power, then the Seshima line is the one to pick it up. While the Attack on Titan team, yes, you have some very talented directors and really great animators on deck, but that's probably not enough. But the worst component of all is time. Yuichiro Hayashi's team just finished Attack on Titan a couple weeks before the final chapter aired, and to top all that off with the drama that happened in MAPPA with the whole Jujutsu Kaisen thing, there's a slim chance that the Hakuigo team is going to ever work on another MAPPA series. Same goes to some other talented animators. Most of the Hakuigo squad where they were in the first season, and at that time they were quote-unquote rookies, but now they are big names in the industry. So if they don't delay One Punch Man to at least like 2025, or just give the animators enough time, because MAPPA definitely don't rush their staff, then a rendition of season 1 is not going to happen. Studio that has worked on One Punch Man, being MADhouse and JC Stuff, I don't think MADhouse will pick it up, because the team that was working for One Punch Man is working on another series that is airing currently, and that being Frieren. Frieren is produced by Yuichiro's Fukushi's team in MADhouse. Fukushi is basically the main producer for MADhouse. He has dished out most of the popular shows at MADhouse, at least in the 2010s and 2020s. The main team, or the one that has a lot of creative freedom and animators working on these shows, is One Punch Man, Alka 13, Boogie Pop 2019, Sunny Boy, and Frieren. Fukushi still to this day can bring very talented animators to his projects, but Frieren is 2 core and it's gonna still airing until the start of 2024, so the chance that MADhouse and Shingo Natsume will work on season 3, again, it's pretty slim. On the other hand, JC Stuff, there is a chance. While yes, I do think JC Stuff is not the best studio when it comes to action, while I don't hate JC Stuff because 3 of my 10 out of 10 animes are from them, so just saying. They still have some really great animators in-house. The animator that basically carried season 2, being Kenichiro Aoki, time and time again his output is one of the best in the industry. Even in a tight deadline, he can still dish out a lot of really great cuts. And the interesting part, the outsourced episode, being episode 8, was visually interesting, and it had some names that was pretty anomaly back then, like Ryo, probably one of the animators that stood out in Black Clover, and also in the recent Jujutsu Kaisen episode, Yen Yen, I mean, probably you guys know who Yen Yen is, and a lot of others. JC Staff proved that they can make One Punch Man good, maybe not to an extent like season 1, but if they got the same time as season 1, which is like 4 times the amount, it would have probably looked really good. Also, Shingo Natsume was originally from JC Stuff, so that's a sign, and Aoki drew an illustration of Garou on Twitter recently, I don't know if that's a sign. He usually just draws random characters, like recently Frieren. So there is a chance, maybe. I mean, with the backlash that they got on Twitter back then for producing season 2, it seems bleak. Some other studios that could be it. Ufotable? There's nothing for Ufotable. I don't know why in the world they would pick up One Punch Man. Demon Slayer was an exception, but if you think Ufotable would pick up One Punch Man, dumbass. But a plausible one, Studio Bones. Bones basically made the original One Punch Man, being Space Dandy. Space Dandy was another wide industry gathering of some of the best animators out there. It was like One Punch Man, Sakuga, even more Sakuga, and One Eye.
Open when I'm sleeping.
It was basically the same team that produced One Punch Man. Director Shingo Natsume is one of the biggest component of bringing in talent and of course being a director. But a more recent show, Mob Psycho, that has that same type of staff, the raw animation power, we got a lot of examples of the Hakugigo team leading some episodes, and currently they are quote-unquote free, and it's probably the best option they have. They got talent and they will give their staff enough time, polish, and give them creative freedom. Like for Mob Psycho has a lot of talent and they gave those people a lot of time to work on it. Every season is separated for 3 years, but the problem that we currently have in the industry is the divide. So many projects nowadays demand high levels of ambition and sakuga because shonen fans want that, but also probably some animators just want to work on these big IPs because they want to, or just to get their portfolio up. Some big components in season 1 being Arafumi Mai is probably free. Keiichiro Watanabe is still working on Seshimo projects, and we still don't know what Tachiyo Ishihara, Kogi Fujimoto, Hironori Tanaka is working on right now. Fujimoto is credited as main animator in Frieren, and he already did some cuts and also did direct and storyboard an episode. Same goes for Tanaka and Yoshihara. They did some cuts for Frieren, while Yoshimichi Kamada is working on an unknown project for which studio. He was probably the main animator for One Punch Man, and a lot of others. Shunya Nokido and Takahito Sakazume is working on Fate Strain Fake, Yutaka Nakamura is busy with My Hero, and some well-known animators like Fitz and Chansard will stay with One Piece. While I'm not saying these people can't work on other stuff, it's still obvious the split in the industry right now. While studios is not the most important thing, having a solid team and probably sprinkle some veterans working on important roles is without a doubt. You need talent and time to make a product as good like One Punch Man Season 1. You need good action directors, good compositing, and a lot of other factors. And the most important thing also, a good schedule and a good working condition. That's why these top tier animators will always come back to Fukushi's team working on Frieren, because the condition there is way better than most projects right now. Of course, Frieren's schedule is not perfect in any way. I know this is a hot take, but if JC Stuff got season 3 with a healthy schedule, like a 2-year production schedule, it's probably going to be better than MAPPA if they don't delay it. Nevertheless, we hope that whatever team that will pick this up will know how important the action is and just all around how important a good adaptation is. And that's probably it. I really do think that we're going to have some information next year. I've read the manga and yes, it's going to be pretty hard to adapt. I'm not saying like some shonen fans like, oh my god, this panel is so detailed, like this is gonna be so hard for the studios. There is nothing. So yeah, if you guys like this video, leave a like. If you hate it, leave a like. Comment down below what are your thoughts or predictions about what's going to happen with season 3 or what possible studio is going to pick it up. And the MAPPA videos next week, maybe. And yeah, sorry for the stiffy voice. Hopefully it's not that bad. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys next time.